Switzerland is placed in the middle of the Europe that caused its highland to have heavy jam traffics, cars and trucks from another part of Europe. This is a first world problem for Switzerland. In order to reduce the traffic, they had decided to create a railway tunnel that cuts through the Swiss Alps. It required two separate tunnels with the total length of 87 kilometers. With a cost of $7 billion, 1,800 workers, 7 days a week for 12 years of non-stop working.
The system used for this tunnel is a two-way system whereby each train goes separate ways to avoid collision, and at each tubes there are passageways every 30 meters. The water from the tunnel will be transferred to the nearest water treatment at the nearest base camp to filter out the contaminant and channel the water to the nearby river. As for the soil that excavated from the tunnel was transferred out and brought to the base camp and made concrete out of it to use it again at the tunnel. The geologists had their site investigation in the Alps, wanted to know what type of soil. They had found out that there are some courses which had hard rocks and soft rocks. The tunnel boring machine was custom made for this project. There are 6 boring machines involved. Each have 58 cutters and the machine was 3-story high with 4 rugby field long. The boring machine have pairs of grippers attached that was created to grip the wall of the tunnel. There are also drillers attached at the back that drills at the ceiling of the tunnel to avoid the soft rocks of the ceiling to collapse in the tunnel. Behind the drillers, there were a machine that shot liquefied concrete called shotcrete that covers up the tunnel's wall. As they went through the soft rocks, there will be drilling and blasting. This also applied in the curved section.
Because of the project were massive, they had to place 4 satellites in order for them to get the right place on where to start and end. Once they have marked the spot, they connect the dots to find the result on where to construct. As the lines would connect, they start to work. They use the tunnel boring machine when they were hard rocks such as granite, which is found in the Alps. When they go through at soft rocks, they will use the blasting method. Mentioned before that, the boring machine consisted of another machine attached, which is the shotcrete. As the shotcrete dries at the cave ceiling, white plastic wet mesh is added along with solid plastic ceiling. Afterwards, concrete is then added and leave it to dry.
Once the Gotthard tunnel is finished, it is time to test out the escape room. Lucky that it worked just fine, and they hope that this will never happen. the train makes its way to the multifunction station, clean air makes their way in the escape rooms for the passenger to consume. The smoke is sucked out from the tunnel and go through the exhaust fan to transfer it out to the surface. As the smoke detector makes contact with any kind of smoke, the train conductor raises the alarm and the control center conducts the train to stop at the nearest emergency escape room. The Gotthard tunnel consists of 7,200 lights, 2 multifunction with water points for firefighting and rescue trains. For emergency stop station, 2 per tunnel tube, 1,900 electrical cabinets. The Gotthard base tunnel is 3 km longer than the previous record holder. During most of the construction period, 4 information centers were built to inform those who were rather curious about the new tunnel. This proved that dealing with a project such as tunnel making is much harder than we thought. The safety of users and workers are very important when it comes in tunnel.